Many times we may need to see the doctor for an X-ray or two, but we definitely have a list of things we expect to see there. Bones and more bones. And what is found is not usually so far from what was expected. At least the doctor doesn't have to open his mouth half-windy for minutes wondering, how on earth? But in some cases, you're not going to believe your eyes. You are definitely going to watch them over and over. Join us as we explore some really strange things that have been found on X-rays. Number 20. Stolen jewels. In the world of crime and extraordinary discoveries, the story of Joseph Bravo Ramos stands out. It all began when Ramos was arrested while driving a stolen car, which was linked to a robbery in the Safety Harbor neighborhood. Little did the authorities know that they were about to encounter a truly remarkable surprise. During the routine X-ray scanning process on his way to the Pinellas County Jail, fate took an interesting turn, one that Sheriff Bob couldn't believe when he saw it with his own eyes. Just when he thought he had seen it all, this was something entirely new, he said with a mix of astonishment and amusement. As it turned out, the 12-year-old suspect had come up with an incredibly unconventional way to hide his loot. He had swallowed 2 gold necklaces. Now that's what you call a creative stash. However, this situation quickly turned into a health concern as the jewelry posed a threat to his well-being. The only option left was for doctors to intervene and surgically remove the precious items from his stomach. The X-rays clearly showed the necklaces bunched up and ready for retrieval. It seems he took the phrase, "wearing your heart on your sleeve," too literally. Interestingly, Pinellas and Sarasota County jails had installed cutting-edge X-ray scanners to detect contraband like weapons and drugs, but no one anticipated coming face-to-face with jewelry nestled inside a suspect's stomach. It was a first in the realm of criminal ingenuity. However, it's worth noting that this was a huge waste of X-ray scans, as he's now in jail without his newfound accessories, facing additional charges, while the stolen jewelry has been returned to its rightful owner. The burning question remains whether she'll want it back. I know I would have to do some real sterilizing before I can touch that again. Don't care how much it costs. Number 19. Steel marbles and magnets. Have you ever heard of a case where a child swallowed something unexpectedly dangerous? Well, that's precisely what happened to Haley Lentz, an inquisitive and playful 8-year-old who recently had a harrowing experience. One day, while happily playing with her magnetic building blocks, she accidentally ingested some of the small magnetic pieces that fell out. Unaware of the danger, her parents, preoccupied with their tasks, didn't notice what had happened. The following day, Haley was in pain, and her concerned parents rushed her to the hospital. Upon seeing the X-rays, the doctors were shocked to discover that she had swallowed 20 steel marbles and 10 magnets, causing 8 tears in her intestines. Despite the grave situation, Haley proved to be a fighter and didn't give up. The medical team quickly took action, performing a precise and delicate surgery to remove all the dangerous objects from her body. Miraculously, Haley survived the ordeal. After 2 weeks of intense care, Haley was finally discharged from the hospital, bringing immense joy to her family. However, they were not content to sit back and do nothing. They took action against the manufacturer, Mega Brands, demanding a recall of their magnetic toys to ensure the safety of other children. Mega Brands complied and initiated a recall of 4 million of these toys. Haley's family breathed a sigh of relief having her back home, safe and sound, and they hope that their actions will prevent similar incidents from happening to other children in the future. Number 18. Bottle trapped in abdomen. In a bizarre turn of events in Fuzhou, China, a man found himself in an uncomfortable and perplexing situation that left medical professionals astonished and the poor man in pain. It all began when the man sought medical help due to severe stomach pains, unaware of the strange cause behind his agony. To the surprise of doctors, X-rays revealed a bottle nestled comfortably in the man's abdomen. How the bottle ended up there remained a mystery, but it soon came to light that the man had attempted a rather audacious plan to remove the foreign object himself. Confessing to his daring escapade, he admitted to inserting the bottle. However, things took a drastic turn for the worse when he tried to extract it using a hooked wire, which also got lodged inside. With no alternative, the doctors had to resort to surgical intervention. Donning their operation gear, they faced the challenging task of removing the bottle and wire from the man's stomach. To their dismay, they discovered that his stomach had been pierced in several places during the misguided attempt. It seemed like his adventure had turned into an unintended game of chance. While the man's intentions may have been misplaced, his escapades will undoubtedly become an unforgettable story among the hospital staff. This incident serves as a reminder that self-medication should be left to the professionals, especially when dealing with objects like bottles and wire hooks. Number 17. Keys in his eye socket. There was a curious 17-month-old boy named Nicholas Holderman whose thirst for exploration knew no bounds. One fateful day, as he wandered around the house, he stumbled upon his mother's keys lying within his reach. Intrigued by the shiny objects, the little adventurer decided to play with them. However, as fate would have it, Nick's exploration took an unexpected turn. Instead of dropping the keys, he accidentally managed to lodge them directly into his eye socket. Surprisingly, the brave young boy didn't cry out in pain, displaying remarkable toughness. On the other hand, his mother was understandably frightened and panicked. She immediately rushed him to the hospital, where doctors were left astounded by the peculiar situation. The medical team wasted no time and swiftly conducted an X-ray of Nicholas's head, which revealed the keys perfectly fitting into his skull. It was a sight that left everyone in awe, contemplating the unusual circumstances of the incident. Such a curious mishap surely made many ponder the unpredictable nature of life. Number 16. Bobby pins in kids' kidneys. In a jaw-dropping medical discovery that left doctors utterly astonished, a young boy's urinary tract infection was traced back to an unexpected culprit, a 2-inch-long bobby pin. Yes, you heard that right. It appears that this young daredevil had a curious fondness for fashion accessories, although this is a matter best approached with seriousness and caution. According to a study published in the prestigious BMJ Medical Journal, the boy eventually confessed to his parents that he had swallowed the hairpin several weeks prior. Unfortunately, his parents assumed that it would pass naturally and didn't seek immediate medical attention. As the weeks passed, the boy began showing classic signs of a urinary tract infection, but the doctors were initially unable to identify the source. It was only after conducting an X-ray and CT scan that the shocking truth was revealed. The mischievous hairpin had traveled from the boy's digestive tract, pierced his intestine, and eventually settled comfortably in his kidney. Swift action was required, and the boy underwent surgery to have the pin safely removed. Fortunately, once separated from its unwilling host, the pin bid farewell, and miraculously, the boy's symptoms vanished. Number 15. A drill bit. Meet Ron, a construction worker who has earned the nickname the Miracle Man for a truly mind-blowing and unbelievable story that could only be revealed through the magic of an X-ray. One fateful day, Ron experienced a horrifying accident when he fell off a ladder at work, and fate seemed to have a different plan for him. He landed face-first onto a drill which could have easily turned into a tragic statistic, but instead, he emerged as the Miracle Man. When Ron was rushed to the hospital, astonishingly, the 18-inch drill bit was still lodged in his head, penetrating through his skull. His friends and family were understandably shocked to see him in such a critical condition. However, the real marvel came to light when the doctors analyzed his X-rays. It was an incredible testament to both the human body's resilience and the skill of medical professionals. Remarkably, the X-rays revealed that the drill had miraculously missed all of Ron's major brain structures, leaving him able to breathe and speak. This was an extraordinary stroke of luck amidst such a devastating situation. The skilled medical team successfully removed the drill bit without causing any damage to his brain. Ron's story stands as a powerful testimony to the wonders of modern medicine and the human body's ability to endure even the most unimaginable injuries. Yes, miracles can indeed happen. There is always hope and inspiration for anyone facing adversity. So the next time you find yourself feeling down about a minor scratch or bump, just think of Ron and his incredible journey. Number 14. Swallowed scissors. This is the incredible story of Lin Kong, a man who found himself in a real predicament. While enjoying a delicious meal, he realized he needed a toothpick to clean his teeth. Unfortunately, there was none in sight, but he spotted a nearby pair of scissors and decided to improvise. As he attempted to use the scissors as a makeshift toothpick, his friends cracked a joke, causing him to laugh unexpectedly. In the process, he accidentally swallowed the scissors. Immediately, Lin was rushed to the hospital, where the doctors were taken aback when they saw the X-ray. The scissors had traveled down his esophagus, posing a dangerous situation. Putting him to sleep for surgery was not an option, as it might have caused the scissors to move further down. So the medical team decided to freeze the area and carefully removed the scissors within just 30 minutes. It was undoubtedly a tense and critical situation, but through skill and precision, the doctors succeeded in saving Lin. Thankfully, Lin made a full recovery without any significant damage. It was indeed a close call for him, and the X-ray of the scissors lodged in his esophagus serves as yet another testament to the incredible power and resilience of the human body. Our bodies have an amazing ability to protect themselves in challenging circumstances. Lin's story signifies the importance of being cautious and mindful in everyday situations, a true testament to the remarkable work of medical professionals who can work miracles in critical times. Number 13. Fork in the throat. Late one night, a woman was enjoying a midnight snack when suddenly she had a close encounter with a cockroach. Startled and not willing to let the creepy crawler escape, she decided to take matters into her own hands. Armed with a fork, she bravely attempted to defend herself against the unwanted intruder. Determined not to let the roach get the better of her, she aimed to spear it and prevent a fate that was too unsavory to even consider. Unfortunately, as she wielded her trusted utensil in defense, things took an unexpected turn. In a series of events that she surely didn't anticipate, the fork ended up being a double-edged sword. In her earnest attempt to save herself from the roach, she accidentally stabbed herself. The fork got stuck in her throat, causing a potentially dangerous situation. In a moment of panic, she realized the gravity of the situation and sought immediate medical attention. Rushed to the hospital, she underwent a careful and delicate procedure to remove the fork from her throat. The skilled medical team worked diligently to ensure her safety and recovery. Thankfully, the woman made it through the ordeal without any serious harm. Though it was an unusual and almost comically unfortunate incident, it supports that being too hasty in the face of unexpected challenges can sometimes lead to unintended consequences. Number 12. 78 forks and spoons. Reality really can be crazier than fiction. An unusual woman named Margaret Dahlman in Rotterdam, the Netherlands, had a peculiar obsession with eating cutlery. While others eagerly anticipated the flavors of their meals, Margaret found true delight in consuming forks and spoons as if they were the main course. Her unusual culinary adventure took a serious turn when she began experiencing persistent stomach pains, prompting her to seek medical help. An X-ray revealed the shocking truth. Margaret had been ingesting the metal utensils, unable to resist the urge. After surgery, Margaret honestly confessed her unique cravings, and it was determined that she had a borderline personality disorder, shedding light on the underlying cause of her extraordinary culinary preferences. Fortunately, there is a silver lining to this story. Margaret has made a full recovery and is responding well to therapy, ensuring that her future meals will consist solely of delightful edibles on her plate rather than the metallic treasures that once captivated her attention. Indeed, it's one of the most unusual reasons for undergoing surgery, but Margaret's well-being is now on the path to improvement. Number 11. Grenade in the head. There was a brave soldier on the battlefield, fearlessly carrying out his duties. During an intense moment, a grenade exploded nearby, and he took a direct hit to the head. It seemed like it would be game over, but this soldier proved to be incredibly resilient and tough. Despite having a grenade lodged in his skull, he miraculously managed to stay alive. The situation was critical, and he was rushed to the hospital for immediate medical attention. Upon examination, the doctors conducted an X-ray, revealing the unbelievable truth. There was indeed a grenade lodged in his head. It was a surreal sight, considering the severity of the situation, yet the soldier had defied the odds and survived with such a dangerous object inside his skull. Undoubtedly, it must have been an unimaginable headache, but his courage and determination were nothing short of awe-inspiring. This story serves as a powerful reminder to appreciate the incredible bravery displayed by our soldiers who risk their lives every day to protect us and our nation. Their dedication and sacrifices deserve our utmost gratitude and respect. Let us take a moment to honor and recognize these brave individuals who selflessly put themselves on the line to keep us safe. Number 10. Nails. One South Korean man had been enduring severe headaches for years until he finally sought medical help. To his and the doctor's surprise, an X-ray uncovered a 2-inch nail deeply lodged in his skull. Although he couldn't recall how it got there, he remembered experiencing a head injury at work. Thanks to the skillful surgeons, the nail was successfully removed, and the man made a full recovery. These extraordinary tales are just a glimpse of the wonders of X-rays and their ability to reveal unexpected and sometimes unbelievable things within the human body. They showcase not only the incredible advances in medical technology, but also the courage and strength exhibited by individuals facing unimaginable challenges. Number 9. Chair leg incident. Whoa, that's quite a shocking and intense story. A 20-year-old troublemaker named Liam Pert decided to stir up some commotion during a bar fight. Unfortunately, his actions resulted in a disastrous outcome. He threw a heavy wooden chair leg toward someone named El Fakari, and it struck him with incredible force, piercing through his eye socket and neck. It must have been a terrifying and painful experience. Thankfully, El Fakari received immediate medical attention and underwent surgery to remove the chair leg and repair the damage caused. Miraculously, he made a full recovery and returned to his normal self. This story serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of getting involved in fights and engaging in reckless behavior. It's a reminder of how one impulsive action can have severe and life-changing consequences for both the instigator and the victim. It's crucial to remember to exercise restraint, empathy, and understanding, avoiding violence and seeking peaceful resolutions to conflicts. Number 8. 200 coins. Indeed, that's an incredibly astonishing and somewhat amusing story that left doctors in India stunned. A 58-year-old man sought medical help due to a persistent stomachache, unaware of the truly extraordinary cause behind his discomfort. His worried family rushed him to the hospital as he was experiencing vomiting and abdominal discomfort. The doctors, suspecting something unusual, decided to investigate further and conducted an X-ray, which revealed something unbelievable. Inside his stomach, the doctors discovered a treasure trove of 187 coins scattered about. It turned out that this enterprising gentleman had been using his stomach as a makeshift piggy bank, swallowing coins over the course of a few months. The situation required immediate action, as the coins had caused significant dilation and were trapped in various parts of his stomach. Thus, the doctors decided to perform surgery. In a remarkable 2-hour operation, the doctors successfully extracted all 187 coins, amounting to a total weight of 1.5 kilos. The case left the performing surgeon marveling at its rarity, as he had not encountered anything like it during his 40 years of service. It truly is an extraordinary and crazy story, showcasing the unexpected things that can happen and the unusual situations that doctors may encounter in their medical practice. Number 7. A knife. Absolutely incredible. This real-life story sounds like something out of a thriller movie, but it happened in reality, leaving us in awe. A brave young boy and his friend decided to act like heroes and intervene in a bus robbery. However, their courageous act took an unexpected turn when one of the boys ended up with a kitchen knife stuck in his head, just above his eye socket. The situation was undoubtedly dire and alarming. When he arrived at the hospital, amazingly, the boy was conscious and coherent. If you just glanced at him without knowing the circumstances, you would think he was there for a routine checkup. However, X-rays revealed the truly shocking truth about the knife embedded in his skull. The doctors must have been astounded by the fact that the man was not only alive, but could also speak and move with apparent ease, despite having a knife lodged in his head. They acted swiftly and skillfully, performing surgery to remove the knife from such a delicate and critical area. Miraculously, the man made a full recovery, defying the odds. Number 6. Swallowed bed springs and batteries. Indeed, when it comes to prisons, some people come up with incredibly strange and dangerous ideas. The story of prisoners attempting to smuggle bed springs and batteries into their stomachs is both bizarre and concerning. The motive behind their actions was likely to use these items to make weapons or escape tools within the prison, which is undoubtedly a dangerous and misguided plan. Swallowing bed springs and batteries is not only unhygienic and unappetizing, but also highly hazardous. Firstly, it raises serious health risks for the prisoners. Bed springs are made of metal and can cause significant internal damage if they puncture or perforate the digestive tract. As for batteries, they contain harmful acids that can cause burns and corrosion when released into the stomach. Swallowing batteries can lead to severe health complications and life-threatening situations. Additionally, the thought of what happens when these prisoners need to go to the bathroom is indeed concerning. Passing such foreign objects through the digestive system can be extremely painful and hazardous, posing a risk of obstruction or further internal injuries. Now, it's time for today's subscriber pick. In this enigmatic X-ray, we see a person with not 1, not 2, but 5 nails. Oh no, it's 6 nails embedded in the head. Yes, you read that correctly. These metal nails seem to have defied the odds of what it takes to be alive, or is he? These nails found themselves lodged in the most unlikely place imaginable. The first question that comes to mind is, how on earth did this happen? Was it an unfortunate accident or an act of unparalleled courage? The image sparks a myriad of theories and speculations. Perhaps it's the result of a miraculous survival story where this individual miraculously endured an unimaginable ordeal and lived to tell the tale. Or could it be a baffling medical mystery that stumps even the most seasoned doctors? Now it's time to put on your detective hats. What do you think lies behind this extraordinary X-ray image? Share your theories in the comments below. Number 5. A pair of scissors in the intestine. The story of Clinton Jose Zanata, the local counselor from Nova Santa Helena in Brazil, is both bizarre and embarrassing, reminiscent of a scene from the movie Edward Scissorhands, but in a much worse way. Seeking medical intervention for a tumor removal procedure, Zanata had no idea that he would end up with an unexpected souvenir after the surgery. Unfortunately, after 6 days of feeling unwell, a CT scan revealed the shocking truth. A gigantic pair of scissors had been left inside his intestine during the initial operation. This discovery must have been quite a shock and alarming for everyone involved. Without wasting any time, Zanata underwent another surgery to finally bid farewell to his unwanted scissor companion. Thankfully, he felt fine after the procedure, bringing some relief to what must have been an incredibly stressful situation. Sometimes, laughter can indeed be a coping mechanism in such strange and unusual incidents. While stories like these may raise eyebrows and lead to nervous giggles, it's essential to acknowledge that surgical errors can have serious consequences. Leaving objects behind after surgery is a medical mistake that should not occur. Unfortunately, such incidents have been reported not just in Brazil, but also in other countries like India, underlining the importance of stringent safety protocols and quality control measures in the medical field. Number 4. Engagement ring. What a roller coaster of emotions for that lucky guy in New Mexico. He had meticulously planned and dreamed about the perfect moment to propose to his girlfriend, choosing a beautiful vineyard setting surrounded by nature's beauty. However, fate had other plans, and the day took an unexpected and disastrous turn. With anticipation and excitement, he placed the engagement ring in his girlfriend's milkshake, aiming to surprise her with the proposal after she took a sip. But in a moment of emotion, she accidentally swallowed the ring as she brought the glass to her lips. It must have been a heart-sinking and shocking moment for both of them. They quickly rushed to the hospital, where X-rays confirmed that the ring had reached her digestive system. Fortunately, the doctors reassured them that it was unlikely to cause any significant harm and would probably pass through her system in a day or two. Nevertheless, the couple couldn't help but be disappointed that their once-in-a-lifetime proposal had turned into such a mishap. Indeed, this scenario could easily be the plot of a romantic comedy with all its twists and turns. However, real life is never as neat and tidy as the movies, and sometimes fate throws unexpected challenges our way. It's a story they will surely remember and laugh about in the future, reminding them that even the most carefully planned moments can have surprising outcomes. Number 3. Arrow through skull. Wow, that is truly a remarkable and harrowing story of narrowly dodging a life-threatening situation. The saying, "dodge a bullet," indeed takes on a whole new meaning in this case, as the boy in China had a close call when he was accidentally shot in the head with a bow and arrow. It's hard to fathom how such a terrifying accident could occur during innocent playtime with friends. The arrow striking him, going straight through his eye socket, and penetrating the back of his skull is unimaginably frightening. Being in the wrong place at the wrong time can have devastating consequences, but miraculously, this boy managed to survive this ordeal. His resilience and ability to pull through such a traumatic event are nothing short of extraordinary. It serves as a powerful reminder of the fragility of life and the unpredictable nature of accidents. It also underscores the importance of safety precautions and vigilant supervision, especially when engaging in activities that involve potential risks. Number 2. Pestle in rectum. Indeed, that is a truly unusual and bizarre case that highlights the importance of being cautious in the kitchen. The story of the man with an entire pestle trapped inside his rectum is certainly something out of the ordinary. It's difficult to imagine how such an accident could happen, but it serves as a reminder that accidents can occur even in the most unexpected ways. The X-ray revealing the whole mortar stuck in the man's rectum, wedged tightly as if intentionally placed there, adds an even stranger twist to the story. This strange and peculiar discovery is a perfect example of why kitchen safety is essential. Kitchen tools, even seemingly harmless ones like a pestle, can cause significant problems if not handled with care and attention. The story also highlights the surprising and sometimes shocking things that X-rays have uncovered in the human body. Medical imaging techniques like X-rays have revealed some of the strangest objects and situations that people have found themselves in. Number 1. Marriage ring. In a classic case of unexpected misplacement, a woman from the Seattle area found herself in a predicament when her wedding ring mysteriously disappeared. The surprising twist was that the adorable 14-month-old baby was the unlikely culprit. According to a Reddit thread, doctors at a local hospital conducted imaging tests that revealed the platinum wedding ring inside the baby's intestine. After 8 hours of observation, the little one was discharged, and the parents were left with a unique waiting game. Nature had to take its course, and the parents eagerly anticipated the ring's eventual appearance through, well, the baby's poop. With great care and anticipation, they closely examined each diaper like scientists on a groundbreaking mission, hoping to find the precious band. The Reddit community followed the unfolding saga with palpable excitement. Finally, after much anticipation, the moment of truth arrived. The couple successfully retrieved the wedding ring and proudly shared a photo as undeniable proof of their triumphant discovery. Amidst the celebration, the father expressed his gratitude that the baby showed no signs of discomfort during the process and reassured everyone that the little one was doing well. With a touch of humor, he pleaded for the public not to be too hard on them, as they are still relatively new parents learning the ropes. As most parents know, babies have a natural tendency to put everything in their mouths as they explore the world around them, a developmental milestone that can lead to such surprising and unexpected situations.